Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Creighton. It's been a long day. We've had middle school madness, and now the culmination of our school year, really, with our little play, The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street. I should have put in there, I am your Bartram drama school. I don't know what I am. Drama director. I'm Doug Kyle. What you're about to see, I'm kind of excited about it because when I was a little kid, my babysitter was this square with a round screen right here. My mom would turn it on and she'd just say, "Sit there, watch that, you'll be okay." I watched a lot of classic television. This was actually from March 4th, 1960. And it was before I was born, for anyone that's throwing jabs at me behind Mr. Governor. So it is older than I am, but not by much. It has some great cross-curricular things going on. They read this original screenplay by Rod Serling in 6th grade. And then I wish that I knew that this was going on, but I just found out, makes me look smart, that they're also studying this currently in 8th grade with McCarthy Red Scare that we had back in the 50s, and that's why Rod wrote it. And then if we want to think about it, Arthur Miller wrote The Crucible around the communist Red Scare that was going on. And it's about differences, prejudices, words, things that can hurt. And I think it's pretty relevant with our world right now, and I'm not going to preach to you, that we listen to the final words, and I have them written right here on the back. So these kids have worked very hard. You are sitting inside of a giant 1960s television set. The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street. Oh wait, stop! I gotta say something, because I won't say it at the end. Miss Jules is right here, and if you were fortunate enough to, don't get scared, it's okay. She's a new friend of our arts. You have popcorn or water on your seat, thank you very much. That was a nice touch. And I also asked you, and I left him off the program, we could not operate this school in that auditorium or any event that you go to on this campus. Well, he's on every campus. We wanted more over here. John Jenkins is back there, and he really works crazy hard. And he loves the kids and he supports our art. So, thank you, John. All right, enjoy this, guys.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone. Maple Street, USA, late summer. A tree-lined little world of front porch gliders, hopscotch, laughter of children, and the bell of an ice cream vendor. At the sound of the roar and the flash of light, it will be precisely 7:35 p.m. on Maple Street.
Now, what was that, a meteor?
That's what it looks like. I didn't hear anything, so did you?
No, nothing but a roar.
What was that?
I guess it was a meteor. Came awful close, didn't it?
Too for my money. Much too close. Maple Street, on a late September evening, 7:36 p.m. Maple Street, in the last calm and reflective moment before the monsters came.
Operator? Operator? Something's wrong with the phone. Operator?
Power's off. I was just cooking the soup on the stove, and the stove just stopped working.
Same thing over here. The phone line seems to be dead.
Electricity's off.
Phones won't work. Can't get a thing on the radio.
Power mover won't move. Won't work at all.
I'll go around the backyard, see if there's still power on Floral Street. I'll be back.
Doesn't make sense. Why should the power go off all of a sudden? And the phone line?
Maybe some sort of electrical storm or something?
That don't seem likely. Sky's just as blue as anything. Not a cloud. No lightning, no thunder, no nothing. How could it be a storm? I can't get a thing on the radio. Not even the portable. Well, why don't you run downtown and check with the police? They'll probably think we're crazy or something. One little power failure and we get all flustered and everything. But it isn't just a power failure. If it was, we'd still be able to get a broadcast on the portable. I'll run downtown and we'll get this all straightened out. I don't understand. It was working fine before.
Are you out of gas?
No, I just had it filled up. What's it mean? It's just as if everything has stopped. We better walk downtown. The two of us can go. It couldn't be a meteor. A meteor couldn't do this. Mrs. Brand, you better not go. Why not? They don't want you to. Who doesn't want us to? Them. Them? Who are them?
Whoever was in that thing that came by overhead.
What?
Whoever was in that thing that came by. They don't want us to leave.
What are you talking about?
They don't want us to leave. That's why they shut everything off.
Now, whoever gave you that idea? Now, ain't that the craziest thing y'all have ever heard?
It's always that way in every story I ever read about a ship landing from outer space.
From outer space yet? Sally, you better get this girl hooked up today. She's been reading too many comic books or watching too many movies or something.
Come over here and stop that guy.
Go on, Tammy. And you'll see that it wasn't a ship or anything like that. It was just a meteor. Likely as not. No doubt it did have something to do with the power failure and all that. Meteors can do some crazy things like sunspots.
Sure, like sunspots. They raise Cain and with radio reception all over the world, and with this one being so close, why there's absolutely no telling what sort of things they can do. Why don't you two go downtown and see if that's what's causing it all?
Mrs. Brand, please don't go.
You might not even be able to get to town.
It was that way in the story. Nobody could leave except who?
Except the people that didn't sit down ahead of them. And it wasn't until she landed that...
Sweetie, don't talk that way.
That kid shouldn't talk that way. And we shouldn't stand here listening to her. What? This is the craziest thing I've ever heard of. The kid tells us some comic book plot, and we stand here listening?
Go on, Tammy. What about the people they sent out ahead?
That was the one that fit the landing. They sent 4 people. A mother, a father, and 2 kids. And they looked just like humans, but they weren't.
Well, I guess what we better do then is run and check on the neighborhood and see which one's left are really human. There must be something better to do than stand around making bum jokes about it. I wonder if Floral Street's got the same deal we've got. Where is Pete Van Horn? Didn't he get back yet? Did he get started last?
No dice.
You know, he never did come out with the rest of us to look to see it what flew by overhead. He wasn't even interested. Why? Why didn't he come out with the rest of us to look?
He was always an oddball. Him and his whole family. Real
What
oddball.
do you say we ask him?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's not be a mob.
I just don't understand it. I tried to start it, and it wouldn't start. You saw me. All of you saw me. I swear, I don't understand what's happening.
Maybe you better tell us. Nothing is working on this entire street. No lights, no power, no radio, nothing except for one thing, your car.
Wait a minute. So I've got a car that starts on its own. Now that's pretty illegal. So does that make me some kind of a criminal or something? I don't know why the car works. It just does.
Hold on a moment. Seems the general impression holds that one family isn't what we think they are. Monsters from outer space or something, different than us. Fifth columnists from the vast beyond. Do you know anyone who might fit that description on Maple Street?
What is this? A gag or something? This is a practical joke or something. Now I suppose that's supposed to incriminate me? The light goes on and off. That really doesn't it? Look, I just don't understand this. Even if you're 5 minutes right in this house, we're no different from any of the rest of you. We're no different at all. Really, this whole thing is just weird.
Well, if that's the case, let's go in. Explain why.
Explain what?
Look, let's forget this. No! Go ahead. What about it? Explain what? Well, from time to time, I go to bed late at night. And a couple of times, I come out on my porch and I'd see Mr. Goodman here, standing out in the wee hours of the morning, looking up at the sky, as if he were waiting for something, as if he were looking for something.
You know, really, this is for laughs. You know what I'm guilty of? I'm guilty of insomnia. Now what's the penalty for insomnia? Did you hear what I said? I said it was insomnia. I said it was insomnia. You fool. Yeah, quite right. You're sick people, do you know that? You're sick people, all of you. And you don't even know where you're starting because let me tell you. This thing you're starting, that should frighten you. As God is my witness, you're letting something start here that's a nightmare.
It just doesn't seem right. So keep walking. What? I've known Uncle Goodman ever since they moved in. We've been good friends. That don't prove a thing. Any fellow who spends his time looking up at the sky early in the morning, well, there's something wrong with that kind of a person. There's something that ain't legitimate. Maybe under normal circumstances we could let it go by, but these aren't normal circumstances. Why, look at this street. Someone need some candles. It's like going back to the Dark Ages or something.
You stay right where you are. We don't want any trouble. But this time, if anybody steps foot on my porch, that's what they're going to get. Trouble. I've already explained it to you people. I don't sleep very well at night. Sometimes I get up and I take long walks. I look at the sky. I look at the stars.
Why, that's exactly what he does. This whole thing is some kind of madness or something.
That's exactly what it is.
Some kind of madness.
You best watch your scene with. Until we get this all straightened out, you ain't exactly a suspicion yourself.
Or you. Or any of us, it seems, from age 8 on up.
What I'd like to know is, what are we gonna do? Just stand around here all night? There's nothing else we can do. One of them will tip their hands if they got to.
There is something you can do. You could go home and forget it. You could quit strutting around like a self-appointed hanging judge and just quiet to bed and forget it.
You sound real anxious to have that happen. I think we better keep our eye on you too.
Oh, I think it all might as well just come out now. Your husband's done plenty of talking about how odd you are.
Go ahead. What's my husband say? Let's get it all out. Let's pick out every idiosyncrasy of every man, woman, and child on the street. And then, we might as well set up some kind of a kangaroo court. How about a firing squad at dawn, huh? So we can narrow down all the suspects, make it easier for you.
There's no need getting so upset. It's just that, well, he's mentioned there's been a number of nights that you have spent hours down in your basement working on some kind of radio something. Well, none of us have ever seen that radio.
Go ahead. What kind of radio set you working on? I've never seen it. Neither has anybody else. Who do you talk to on that radio set?
And who talks to you?
I'm surprised at you. How come you're so dense all of a sudden?
Who do I talk to? I talk to the monsters from outer space. I talk to the three-headed green men who fly over in what look like meteors.
Oh, please. Please. It's just a ham radio set, that's all. I bought her a book on it myself. It's just a ham radio set. A lot of people have them. It's just down in the basement. I can show it to you.
Show them nothing. If they want to look inside our house, let them get a search warrant.
Look, buddy, you can't afford.
Don't tell me what I can afford. And quit telling me who's dangerous and who isn't, and who's safe and who's a menace. And you're with it too. All of you. You're standing here all set to crucify, all desperate to point some kind of a finger at a neighbor. Well, look now, friends. The only thing that's gonna happen is we'll eat each other up alive.
That's not the only thing that can happen to us.
It's the monster! It's the monster!
He might need this.
A gun? Good Lord, will anybody take a gun around here? What gonna look guns up against?
No more talk. You're gonna talk us into a grave. You let whatever's out there walk right over us, wouldn't you? Well, some of us won't.
It's Pete Van Horn!
He said he was just gonna go over to the next block to see if the power was on.
You killed him, Charlie. You shot him dead. But I didn't know who he was. I certainly didn't know who he was. He comes walking out of the darkness. How am I supposed to know who he was? You know why I shot. How's I supposed to know he wasn't a monster or something? We're all scared of the same thing. I was just trying to protect my home. That's all I was trying to do. I didn't know somebody we knew. I didn't know. Charlie, the lights say they just went on in your house. Why your lights go off?
What about Charlie? How come now you're the only person with lights on our
That's what I'd like to know. You were so quick to kill, Charlie, and you were so quick to tell us who we had to be afraid of. Well, maybe you had to kill. Maybe Peter was just trying to tell us something. Maybe he was trying to tell us whom amongst us we should watch out for.
No, it's nothing of the sort. I swear, somebody's pulling a gag or something. A gag?
Oh, yeah. There is a dead man on the street there. And you killed him. Does this look like a gag to you?
No, please. It's not me. But I do know who it is. I know who the monster is here. I know who it is that doesn't belong. Believe me, I know.
What are you waiting for?
Come on, Charlie, come on.
Who is it, Charlie? Tell us. All right, Charlie, let's hear it.
Go ahead, Charlie, tell us. It's the kid. It's Tammy. She's the one. That's crazy. That is crazy. She is just a little girl.
But she knew. She was the only one who knew. She told us all about it. Well, how did she know? How could she have known?
But it was Charlie who just killed Old Man Van Horn.
But it was the kid here who knew what was going on the whole time.
Have you all gone crazy? Just stop.
All right, it's Charlie. Where's my rifle?
Let's give it to one. His car started. Let's wreck it.
It's her. She's the one on the radio. She's the one that called him. Get me my hammer. Get me something.
No, stop. Where's the kid? Let's get her. Christy, get Charlie. They're working together.
It's not the kid. It's Bob Weaver's house.
It isn't Bob Weaver's house. It's Don Martin's place.
I tell you, it's the kid. It's Charlie.
It's Charlie.
I will kill again on you.
Understand the procedure now? Just stop a few of their machines and radios and telephones and lawnmowers. Throw them into darkness for a few hours and then you just sit back and watch the pattern.
And this pattern is always the same?
With a few variations, they pick the most dangerous enemy they can find, and it's themselves. All we need to do is sit back and watch.
I take it this Maple Street is not unique?
By no means. Their world is full of Maple Streets, and we'll go from one to the other and let them destroy themselves. One to the other, one to the other, one to the other.
The tools of conquest do not necessarily come with bombs, and explosions and fallout. Their weapons are simply thoughts, attitudes, prejudices, to be found only in the minds of men. For the record, prejudice can kill, suspicion can destroy, and the thoughtless, frightened search for a scapegoat is a fallout all of its own, for the children and the children yet unborn. And the pity of it is that these things cannot be confined to the Twilight Zone.
Everybody, thank you very much. This is the first time that at least I know that I have ever directed theater in the round, and I think they did a pretty good job delivering to both ends. What would be America, USA without a popsicle? So I'm going to give everybody a popsicle. And audience, you're going to pass it on? Yeah. My seagull. Yeah, you're taking all these? Yeah. Well done. And thank you very much.
I think it was broken. You want me to,
Here.
Here. Okay, I'm going to go.